How fitting. We're back again. It's April the 22nd, 2021. This officially marks 1 year of Spin Dash Incorporated. And oh my god, I had not even realized that. Like, seriously, I was like literally going throughout the day and I was wondering like, hey, when was the last time when did I posted my Super Mario Galaxy video? Just to be like, hey, let me just do this again. I want to do this again for everyone to enjoy. And I look back in my calendar, I'm like, whoa, look at that! The 22nd of April, 2020. That's when I posted my very first Super Mario Galaxy 2. I know this doesn't officially count as a 1 year anniversary because, you know, I've been on the platform like tons and tons of times in the past. Officially, I started in 2016, around Christmas time, or if y'all remember that weird Kirby's and the Rainbow Curse video. Sorry, I had to pause there for a second because I need to remember what type of game I was playing. It was on a real crappy camera. You couldn't even see Kirby on the screen. And then I just jumped to Paper Mario for some weird reason. Even though Paper Mario was definitely not the game at the time. But hey, I was young, I didn't know better, and I love the Paper Mario series like to a whole. It was like the one thing that I loved out of the game. Heck, I even like Sticker Star. Even though that game was a big flop to some people, I love Sticker Star because it has some unique charm. I was still upset that Bowser didn't get to say anything during that time, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. It's still a solid game nonetheless. Not only that this is going to be like it's not going to be like a project update that I always do in the past where I talk about like my channel and how things are growing, but this is just basically a little chat time for you all because I really I'm going to tell you all like why I started YouTube up again. Yeah, this is a weird way to start it off, playing a Puyo Puyo game, and yet we are just enjoying or just talking about how life was back in the day, how I actually started YouTube back up again. So it all started during March. Yeah, that's when I started up my YouTube channel again. It was during spring break. I was enjoying my life, being happy, doing what I love to do until around like spring break came around. It was quite an interesting time, I must say. We're minding our own business during spring break, and then the school board at my high school just called out and says, we would like to keep your students in for next week because there are some complications happening up north, aka COVID-19. Not gonna lie, I always thought it was just gonna be like a big blowover. It's like, oh, it's gonna be just like Ebola. It's gonna not be that serious. I was definitely not. I was very wrong from the start. Very, very wrong. So during this time, I was getting a little scared because all the freaking supermarkets were getting like closed out, not that much stuff or supplies for us, and then it rolls around to like hoarders, people being rude to each other. Like this world just went like cold toxic. I always wanted to actually make this place just a little bit better. Like, during these troubling times, right now we don't need, well, negativity. Negativity is just not what we need right now, because we need to be positive. It's time for us to actually be more happy about ourselves, and we really don't need this at all. YouTube started blowing up substantially, because ever since COVID hit, people have been staying more indoors before we actually did the masks, and people were actually like really, really onto YouTube, Twitch, all sorts of media platforms that are just streaming videos of gaming or just in general, like videos that people love. So this gave me the idea. And also, I was met with a special person. And I know people have different ideas of how this will work, but man, here get ready for this. So I was in my slump for this during March, and I was trying to figure out ways to actually, pursue my life because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just starting my life off in high school, still wondering like, as soon as I'm done with school, what am I gonna do? Because I got nowhere to go, honestly. Even if I do complete my classes, I got nowhere to go. Still questioning. And then when COVID hit, I was trying to think of other ways to think of this. Thus, things started closing down as it should be of COVID. Things started changing. I couldn't think right, and I was like very, very upset. I couldn't even process this at all. I was like so messed up until it clicked in my head. You see, a spirit came and visit me. Yeah, I know, that's a first. A spirit comes to visit good old me. And I don't know what I felt that day, but something just like turned on in my brain. Like I just this gave me so many ideas, and this one idea just came into my mind. He's like, wait a minute, this is a good opportunity. Even though I still have assignments to do during this week, I have nothing better to do. I have this full rest of the school year, and until marching season comes back on, I get to do whatever I want. So then I tried my best. I convinced my dad, and I did this class known as Viral Academy. You all may have heard this on YouTube a ton of times. There's this guy, entrepreneur named Kong, where he had this special program called Viral Academy that I've been following for a while. I haven't gotten to his program yet. I had been with him for 3 years now, and up to this point, I'm now up to 6. And he was actually the person that turned on that little spark. He's the person that basically said, hey man, how about a YouTube channel? And I'm like, okay, sure. So I took his whole year course. It's 1 year specifically. All you gotta do is just complete the online courses and you'll be good to go. And there's a full refund by the end of the year if you did not actually like it. And I don't know about you all, but I'm glad I took that course. It was really fun. I get to meet all sorts of neat YouTubers. Even like the Completionist did like a interview on that website, and I thought it was really nice. Because the Completionist, if y'all don't know, Mr. Gerard, he's a guy that completes games. 100%. Man, that guy is freaking awesome, especially with his silly beard. Oh, he's great. I would love to meet him someday. But that's besides the point. So, during this time, it came around April. I was taking the classes, and then it was time for me to actually put out my first complete work. And with the strategies I've learned from other people and how YouTubers actually put out their content, I try my best to actually copy them. Because that's what's one way to actually do it, to like get into the mindset of a YouTuber. Quite funny. And surprisingly enough, I posted my first video on YouTube, which is the game that shaped my childhood, Super Mario Galaxy 2. And that was like the very first video that got me back on the YouTube space. You all loved that video. It was up to like 70 views, and I say that was like my favorite video that I created, even though it was just with the crappy editing program on there. Yeah, that's right, I used a crappy editing program. And then, oh boy, comes the weirder years. That's when I hated the Rabbids Go Home series on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I literally hate the Rabbids Go Home series, even though I was the one that actually loved the Rabbids. The reason why I hate it is not because that it was like a terrible video, but it's because you all like showed lots of love to Rabbids, and I was like getting super pissed off. It's like, I was thinking to myself, like, why does people care about these guys? They don't acknowledge it. But no, in society, rules over man, because dear goodness, you all love Rabbids. And I love Rabbids, so I was like, you know what? Let's just finish this series in the near future. So yeah, flashback to 2 more years, we get to this guy doing this YouTube channel. And which, by the way, if you want to check out the final episode, or you want to actually see the videos again, please, link in the description. During the time that I was actually doing this, I was actually doing spitball stuff. I was mostly focusing on Super Mario Galaxy, trying to figure out ways I can actually get myself out there more often. And that's when my computer started slowing down for Super Mario Galaxy. I was kind of panicky. I was trying to actually figure out ways I can make this feel a little bit better. Any way I could to actually fix any problems in the near future. But it just kept slowing down at this point, and I couldn't figure out why. Because for people that don't know, I actually streamed on a laptop. Yeah, I worked on a laptop. Trust me, it was really not that hard. But man, you have to be on the ball on what you need to fix on a laptop, because they'll be mean. Heck, the Blood and Truth series actually turned out to be pretty well. So that was a blessing I was given. But as soon as I was trying to figure out what the problem was with Super Mario Galaxy, a new game came out, so I was like, okay, so people try new games when they are at launch, so I thought, hey, how about I get SpongeBob SquarePants and Battle for Bikini Bottom? Surprisingly enough, it's an interesting game. Everyone loves this. It was a big hit on the kids back in like the 1990s when it first came out on GameCube, and I was like, okay, let's see if people actually like this series. Turns out you all do like it, but it's after reviews, it's questionable. It is a good game in all, but what really dragged it down was definitely how less animated the characters are, how like dead some things are. It doesn't seem as well hydrated as you wish. Thus, the multiplayer mode, I do like it. It is exceptionally good, I guess, but really they could have done something better for that mode. They could have at least put the story mode type thing, but that was their idea, and I'm not gonna judge for it. And then I was running out of mostly ideas, and while I was actually going through these trying to think about other ideas to actually put videos out there, I was going through a very massive slump by the end of the year, around November, December. I could not think right at all. I was basically broken. I felt more sad, but yet I was, how do I say this? The weird depression. Yeah, weird depression. I guess that's the best way I could put it. And I didn't even know why. It was like so hard to process. But for some reason, I felt something like come into my heart. Like I didn't even realize this at all. I was given something. Something happened on that day. On March, something happened to me. I was trying to process like, what came to me to do this? What came to my mindset to actually do this YouTube stuff? Until the spirit came back. Yeah, the spirit, the same spirit. You all know who I'm talking about. The spirit came back and gave me a sign, like a special message. During my slump months, I was trying to figure out like, why was I this upset? I asked him outside. I was taking out my dog to use the bathroom, and I asked him, "Sir, please give me a sign. I really must know. Why do I feel this upset in life?" And I don't know what happened, but as soon as I walked into that door, I asked for a special thing for him. At this point, I was actually asking God for stuff. Kind of silly, but it actually came true. I asked him for a gaming computer. And, well, I didn't even think about this, because gaming computers nowadays are really expensive, especially with a monitor. So, I was not even thinking about it. I wrote it down on a card. I asked for the gift. I prayed for it. And then I just let it go. Then come around December 25th. Surprisingly enough, guess what came? A gaming computer. That's right. And not only that, I also got two brand new games with it. I got Super Mario 3D All-Stars and Animal Crossing. And just to test it out, oh my god, I loved this thing from the start. It was perfect. I was like crying tears of joy on Christmas Day because I was saying like, "Dad, you didn't. Why did you do this?" And my mom, "Please, why?" It was so happy to think that he would go out of the way for me just to make this dream for this boy come true. I even asked God for this as well. I asked for a life. So this paper thing I've been doing this whole life, I was like asking God like what I want from in life. Like I want to actually have a purpose in life. And I was not even. He met me on March. And I asked him for like a career, because I actually love doing YouTube. I love playing games. I like talking to people. He came to me that day and he said, "My child, I'm here for you. I got something planned for you, and I think you might like it." So, on that day, when I created my first video, after it blew up, I tried another video with like Rabbits Go Home and then a Try Not to Laugh challenge. And then I just bounced back on different types of content to see what you all like. And you all love this stuff. You love this stuff from the bottom of my heart. And I'm trying my best to make this even better for you all. I'm just doing what I love to do for him and for all of you. So, I don't know how else to say this, but I truly am blessed to have such wonderful people that come on this app and website every single day just to watch this guy do what he loves to do and to make his dreams come true, to become a great content creator. And I must say, not only my mom and dad inspired me, not just God, other types of great YouTubers. Hell, even Pathy. May sound kind of silly, but he was like a person that got my back most of the time. He gave me constructive criticism during my private time. Hell, I even talked to him during troubling times, and well, he was a great source of information, and I love that guy. Even though he doesn't acknowledge it, he was one of my greatest friends. And my dad especially, because he gave me a reason as well. Not just the computer, but because he saw so much potential in me when I was doing this at the time. And he believed in me. And then so, come back around 2021, when the year started off. After I got like a few live streams and playbacks for Twitch.tv, I decided to go back to my regular schedule, as I already told you. going back to Super Mario Galaxy and Rabbids Go Home. And I'm very happy to do this before you guys. Even though Rabbids is like long gone, it's like 2 years in the making, you all still come back for that series and you still love it. So yeah, it was really nice to work this far on my 1 year anniversary. Have so much support from other people, especially like Erdrick, Glitchy, Soldier, freaking my friend Diego, Pathy, and all the other people in Pathy's server. And I'm truly blessed to actually have nice people on my server that's like, hey, this guy's really good. He's like one of the greatest person I ever met. You all enjoy this stuff. You enjoy my silly voice acting. I tried my best to talk to my editor self, and he's probably like crying as I'm doing this. And man, truly this is like a wonderful adventure, and I never thought I'd see the day where I get back on this platform and my dream has almost come true, because you all are making this happen for me. Truly, I am grateful for all of you. Ugh. And I promised myself I was going to get emotional for this. And now, to this day on, not only that I get up every morning to edit more videos and do this for you all, and as well as meet many people on my Discord and on Twitter and on TikTok. All those wonderful people, whether they be salty morons or just people that are being nice. I truly am grateful that I met such wonderful people. Especially you, Pathy. You were like the best person, because you gave me the letdown on everything. You tell me where I'm steering wrong, and when I need to fix my bad habits and make good habits. I love you, man. I love all of you. Every single one of you. I truly am grateful that I have you. So yeah. Thank you all for staying for this, as me being a royal mess. Sorry. Thank you all for your time. I truly am grateful. God bless you all. And I'll see you all in the next upload.